Perfect.
If you guys are coming in, give us just 1 second.
What's up, guys? Just getting everything pulled up on the computers here so we can see your chat. We'll be up momentarily.
That's because mine was. I bet it's because I didn't set it as freaking.
Go to just, yeah.
Alright, yours is good.
Alright, we got mine up.
Give me a second. I don't think I'm live yet. It's unlisted, that's why.
I think you can change it. There you go. I'm gonna have to do the same to mine, I think.
Try this. Come on.
Sorry guys, we're just getting started. Gives us more time for people to come in and join.
I'll have to turn down the volume.
Yeah. So, dudes, I need to,
Stop streaming. Is anybody in mine yet?
you should be able to see.
Because it's not. God bless.
Yeah, you would see it down in the chat.
Stop streaming. I know.
Sorry guys, my laptop
See, it's going here.
is pretty dated and it is super slow. So I'm trying to pull this up so I can see your guys' chats.
Hey, can you guys hear me? This is Xander talking. Anybody still in here? Is it still going? See?
All my guys are saying yeah.
Yeah, not much. It's going. It's just we're trying to figure out how to pull it up on the computer. It's being stupid.
Yeah.
We're trying to do this like podcast style, and
It's drastically failing real fast.
we're working through it.
Which one is yours?
That gear 59 5G or one of them. All right. Okay, there's the chat. All right.
What was the thing again?
Are we excited? It was exciting. It was okay. Yeah, we're good over here.
Oh yeah, you got the people flowing in there.
Public view. Actually, go click on that.
Loud and clear.
All right, we are good.
We are clear for takeoff
All right.
from our seats.
Let's see here. Digging through some chats real quick. Make sure I know what I'm doing.
I'm moving this closer. I'm like reaching for my fucking
Yeah.
laptop.
All right. Reds. Yeah, this is it's Reds. Angry Orchard's fine. I'm kind of a girl. I drink things that taste good.
Yo, why you gotta sit so tall for me, bro?
Yeah, I'm sitting on a bucket.
You gotta look down at me like I'm a peasant.
All right, so we are live. How's it going, guys? How's everybody doing? This is, if you guys are just coming in, the idea is that, well, you know what? I didn't do it. What's up, guys? No, Just think
No,
of that.
no, you gotta flip it up so you can see the motivation underneath. So,
I hope this message finds you all well and in good spirits. So, alright, we're gonna put the toboggan. It's cold, we're in the garage.
sure are.
And it's freezing. But, alright, so yes, who is sitting beside me? Special guest. His name is also Alex. And if you guys don't know, that is also my first name. A lot of people, you know, Xander is short for Alexander. So we just, instead of the X, we did a Z because I think it's, I don't know, it's easier to remember, I guess.
Beats me.
And then 13 is born on Friday the 13th. So the idea behind this whole thing is basically to chat with you guys, and then I'm an open book tonight. You can ask me all kinds of questions. We're going to talk about the future. We're going to talk about whatever you want to talk about for as long as you want to talk. So we're just going to.
You talking like
Xander Cage? Yeah.
Are you talking about like DeLorean kind of Back to the Future, or?
Well, I mean, yeah, maybe. But anyway, so we have Alex. His channel is Spooling Up Performance. So this is my special guest, and he's starting to. Have you hit 3,000 yet?
3,000? No, we're about 50 people short from 3,000, and our goal is 5K by the end of March.
Yeah. So.
Oh, you got super chat, dude.
What? Oh, Kane, thank you so much. 20 bucks. That's awesome. Because that is going to go towards the drag pack here soon, hopefully. Awesome. Thank you so much. All right.
What's up, boys?
Starting up live. Yeah, so Alex is Spooling Up Performance, has a pretty sick Mazda build going on. It is, he's pretty much the only guy, he's spearheading this whole thing on YouTube. I don't think there's anybody else that's doing what he's doing. And I'm going to tell you something. You guys know that I grind really hard. 2-3 videos a week is what I really try to do. Here in this winter, it's been kind of rough, I'm going to be honest with you. But it's just cold. We got another super chat. Awesome. Thank you so much, Matt. That's awesome. I love you guys. You guys are so awesome. Yes. Let's dig through this a little bit. Yeah, all this money is going to go towards the channel. It always does. And that's going to be, there's a lot of, we'll talk about the overhead. I think because a lot of people just don't.
That'd be a good topic. So guys, we're here.
Yeah, no super chat to you. You're awesome, man.
Floating in.
Big respect for my favorite former Hellcat owner. Yes. Current Mustang owner ZANDER13, your channel deserves way more subscribers. I appreciate that very much.
Sure does.
And the Hellcat thing, so you know, Mrs. Zander, her name is Stephanie. Anyway, so Stephanie wants another Hellcat. She was pissed when I got rid of that thing. But, you know, Mustangs are what's dear to me. Really all cars, but there, at some point, hopefully will be another Hellcat on this channel. Mustang is not going to go away. That thing is going to get built. And whatever you guys send me tonight, all this money goes straight to the channel. It always does. So we are looking for a drag pack right now. Don't know what we're going to do.
Funny fact.
Yeah.
The Mazda that we're building, I just found out because I'm trying to figure out kind of like a drag pack for it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at different wheel and tire setups. Apparently, there's a guy that's running a Mustang drag pack on the Mazda because the bolt pattern and the offset kind of lines up.
Yeah.
So it may be easy to find it, but the only problem is I'm trying to run a 15-inch wheel versus a 17.
Yeah. So if you guys are unfamiliar, I was just trying to say Spooling Up Performance. So he is spearheading that whole thing, and he is an overall just car guy like I am, and all of you guys. Another super chat. Thank you so much. Spider Stain 213. Awesome. Thank you so much. This is gonna be a good night. You guys are gonna pay for my next month of content. This is great. Because there is big things coming up at the end of February. We are trying to save up a few bucks to definitely sink back into the channel into Carnage. And if you guys are new to the channel and you are unfamiliar with my build, we do call it Project Carnage. And that thing it's been hit, it's been all of that. We put it back together from Mustang Week back when, but anyway.
Seems like forever ago.
Yeah, Spooling Up Performance. So if you're unfamiliar with him, just go check him out. You probably find it interesting because he's a gearhead like I am. And what's great is that he does everything in his garage. Nobody touches his car except for him, and that's the way I am too. I do my own work, and a lot of you guys do it as well. But nothing against anybody that takes their stuff to a shop. It's just that you know, it's like putting a puzzle together. I think it's fun.
Yeah, and the car I'm doing right now is a Mazda Rx-8. We completely stripped it down to a bare rolling chassis, gutted everything out, and we're doing a something a little different. A lot of people LS swap stuff or do whatever. Yeah, I'll craft beer or cider. What is this?
It's alcoholic cider, I think.
All right. Well,
it's good.
well, yeah. We'll make it work. Cheers to that, but yeah, we're dropping the engine from a Mazdaspeed 3, a 4-cylinder direct injection engine, into the Rx-8. We already have some custom bits. The car's at fabricator right now, getting fabricated for tube front end. We also have a custom subframe, a tubular subframe that just came in yesterday, and dude, that thing is sick. It's like beautiful, dude.
You got super chat. I get 2 of them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. I'm trying to pull this stuff up. Like I said, my computer is super slow.
Let me pull yours up right quick. You got George C on your end. We are on 2 different channels right now.
George C.
And I can't see the other one, but you can. Excuse me.
Awesome. I appreciate you guys donating to the channel. All that stuff helps tremendously as we are building a car from the ground up. Literally starting with nothing. Literally starting with nothing. So, all of that definitely helps, and I appreciate you guys so much.
Rides and Racing. Thank you so much. $19.99. Awesome. Love it. Thank you so much.
My last live video, last Monday, went into a bidding war.
I think that I'm losing some. Hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can fix this. I don't know if I get off the Wi-Fi, it's gonna crash.
What is he got me drinking here?
You didn't ask to use that either.
Oh, it's Jorge. Jorge from SP63. Damn. What's up, man? Thank you so much, man. I'm looking at his computer. I really didn't see who it was. Dude, the $9.99 was from Jorge. He's actually, I think, the social media guy / shop guy at the place that built my motor.
All right. Hopefully we are good. Let me know if we're good on my end. I opened up the door, so maybe the router will actually reach into the garage. You know, it sucks, but.
Mike, thank you for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. Let's see. Oh no, you're in the doghouse again tonight. Build it. Yeah, I have this guy that comes on my live every week.
Yeah.
And his he gets in the doghouse with his wife every night because he sits and watches the whole live stream. What a savage.
All right, here we go.
Turbo setup on the car that we're building. It's probably either going to be a Precision 6466 or a BorgWarner S364 SXE, which it's basically a 6468. I had a BorgWarner in the past and I loved it, especially that new SXE line is pretty legit.
I am. My thing's like buffering.
What?
I don't know. It's starting to buffer a lot. On the same connection.
Your chats are still coming through.
Yeah, my chats. I know it's buffering. My chats are still coming through. I don't know what the deal is, but we will just continue and try to get through it.
Maybe it's just buffering on your end here and not there.
No, they're saying it's buffering.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh man, it's always something.
Back again, another bidding war tonight, maybe. Hey, if you guys want to start it up, go ahead. It's all you guys. Just an update for all those I told you that you were going to be getting a sticker for donating last week, I do have them still. That they will be on the way either this weekend or Monday. I've had a crazy week. I've been super busy, yeah, I haven't forgot about you guys. I have all your addresses and everything ready to go. I just need to go to the post office and mail this stuff out. I really appreciate it. Jet tags, they are coming, and they, along with more shirts, stickers, jet tags. We may even do, we're probably even going to do hoodies as well. Maybe like a limited run of hoodies, because those are super expensive to buy into. So I might do a limited run of those, see how they do, and then bring them back if they're a hit. But jet tags seems like everybody wants to do. So I'm definitely curious about this stream today. So basically the stream today is basically what the title says, just garage talk. I got my good buddy here, Alex. His channel is ZANDER13. He's probably one of my top mentors for YouTube. I met this guy when he had about, 2,000 subscribers? And that was over the summer. And he's on his way to 20,000 subscribers right now. He has a pretty badass 2019 Mustang GT that he is modding really fast.
Yeah.
And it's sweet. The car is amazing. As you can tell from the wall behind me, he is a giant Ford fan. Alex, if I get out on time, I'll donate a powder-coated valve cover for you. If I get it out on time. Hey man, I appreciate it.
Did you find a remote? Does it work?
I don't know, I just got it.
But bam,
We got Stephanie over here. She broke my TV remote. She had to go get a new one. So all your super chats just paid for that remote. So yeah, over here, if you guys are still with me, yeah, it's buffering. It's going back and forth. And I unfortunately can't do anything about it. We'll just have to drive on and do better next time, I guess. But
it should clear up. It looks like it's clearing up a little bit.
yeah, it's just going back and forth. Oh, yours is like crystal clear. But you're on Wi-Fi too, aren't you?
Yeah. I can drop this Wi-Fi and we can just monitor off that. Because maybe adding this,
You can do that.
we can just monitor off one computer.
We could try.
Can you, do you have,
Or just
pull up yours?
yeah, pull up mine. All right, we're gonna troubleshoot something real fast.
Damn, Jorge, hit me up too, shit. Hey man, that's sweet. Can you make it a Gen 2 valve cover, please? Because we all know those are better than the Gen 1s.
The Wi-Fi is garbage.
Why don't you rub this chair?
I don't worry about that. I'm worried about Wi-Fi.
You wanted to sit above me,
Yeah, his
So
is
he can-
streaming good.
he can look down
I'm
at
over
me.
here looking like an
He wants to be
idiot.
taller than you.
Yeah.
I'm over here looking like an idiot on our first actual thing. So yeah, we're trying. Complaints too far away from the mic. Yeah, it's we're just I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll just speak really loud.
I'm shutting this door so I
But
don't
this
have to
is we got 2 cell phones over there streaming, and we got cords. Like if you're looking at what I'm looking at, there's like stuff everywhere. It looks like a legit podcast just without like big boy cameras. But anyway, if you guys, hopefully everything is going well. What I would like to do is open up the floor. If you guys want to ask me any specific questions about me, my history, any of that, if you want to ask him stuff, we're just going to leave it open for a couple of minutes, let you guys ask some questions. And that way, because you guys honestly come and you pay so much attention to my content. You come and you watch every video. And the guys that are in here chatting with us right now, I mean, that's awesome. You guys are really dedicated, and I really appreciate that. And I want you to be able to know more about me if you were curious at all, because sometimes, like when I watch other channels, I want to know some of like the little things about them. Just getting to know them a little bit better, because a lot of YouTubers seem like they're kind of closed off. And if you've been following this channel, ZANDER13, for a while, you know that I'm pretty open. I'm pretty much an open book. And anyway, so I'm gonna open up the floor for you guys. not talking to me, or we're chatting with each other.
That's usually how it goes. I got yours pulled up here, and it's.
Is it good or not?
It looks like it's not buffering.
It might be good.
So it might be just.
Somebody over here said that if you pause your video, don't X out, but if you pause it, give it a couple of seconds and just hit play from right then, you'll be a little bit behind, but that way it won't buffer. So that may be something that you could do. See, it's buffering again right now. I'm watching it.
Guys, anything you guys want to ask about the build, fire away. If you guys haven't seen the last video, after you get off here, go check it out. The new subframe we got for the car is nasty. I mean, V8 Roadsters did not miss a single detail. Just the craftsmanship on it is absolutely nuts. The welds look perfect. And they sent it to me raw metal because we're going to have to kind of mess with it a little bit to get the motor mounts ready for the engine to go in, since we aren't mounting it the normal way. We're mounting it transverse. What manifolds are you putting on both sides? And that subframe was dope too. Yeah, it was sweet, man. So the manifolds, we're doing a custom exhaust manifold made by Jimmy at DTP FABRICATION. If you guys haven't checked him out yet, go over to his Instagram or Facebook. It's DTP _ FABRICATION, or I think it's just DTP FABRICATION. Check him out. He's making some nasty manifolds that are beautiful. And then we're either doing a custom intake manifold from him, or we're just going to go with the old trusty JMF.
Huh? I can't do that right now. She's mad. Alright, so yeah, I got a question. Yeah, I wish I could borrow your Wi-Fi. Am I going to do a military theme on my Mustang? I've actually kind of thought something like that, but I don't know. I like the red. There is a plan in the works, something that's in my head as far as a wrap, and it's not going to be like a half wrap or anything crazy. It won't even be a full wrap. More along the lines of like a big thick stripe. I don't know if I'm going to actually like go forward with that. So when it comes to like modding my vehicle, I am one of the pickiest people out there, and I'm never very fast to generally just jump onto like this product or this product. I'm one of those guys that will sit and I'll read research for like weeks on end before I actually pull the trigger on something.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you don't do that, it's like you're just going to cost yourself way more money in the end.
Right. So, like wheels, wheels right now and tires, like I'm debating 19 versus 20-inch wheels. I don't mind going 20s because I would have a drag pack and I would just, that'd be my street setup. But it is what it is. I just don't know what I want to do yet. Do you want sticky tires on the street? Because I like to play in the street. That's where I spend 90% of my time, just like most of you guys. So, what do we do? Do we do 19? Do we do 20? I don't know. It's really to each his own, and I haven't figured it out yet. But
when do you plan on weighing the new subframe compared to stock? Devin, I need to wait till I get get the car back to the house, and we will unbolt the whole subframe and put the new one on. I'll weigh the new one before that and kind of get an idea of what it weighs, and then when we pull the old one off, we'll weigh that too. I have a feeling it's going to be about 15 pounds or a little bit more lighter than the stock one. But guys, huge shout out to the guys that are donating to the channel. Mike, as always, Jorge, I appreciate it. All that money that you guys, throw at the channel and support, I deeply, deeply appreciate it. And all that stuff goes straight back into the builds and to provide you guys more content.
what is my first name? My first name is Alex. Same with this guy over here. So we have two Alexes in the room. My first, let's see, let me get through some comments real fast. When did I get into cars? So my dad when I was a kid, he bought a 1994 Mustang V6 5-speed manual. And, I was a little kid, maybe like, 8, 9, whatever age I was. And I loved that car. It was red, just like mine. And you know, I used to sit shotgun, and then I put my hand on top of his and help him shift gears, and I had a blast. And then I remember I was really upset whenever he eventually sold that car years later. But that's really kind of when I think that I really was starting to get hooked on cars. And I was, you know, 10, 11, 12 years old or whatever, however, what, no, it was younger than that. But, and then outside of, you know, playing with toy cars when you're a kid, which I actually still collect. I've got them all over my house. But that's kind of when I really kind of took a hold of cars. And then when I got into high school, my first car was a 1998 Honda Civic 4-door DX. And
That's baller.
yeah, crank windows. I mean, it was a 4-door. You know, it was silver, and I started modding that thing, and like I cut out the dash and put like these stupid like advanced auto parts like gauges in it, and then wired them up, and didn't actually hook them up, so they didn't work.
They just lit up, so
Yeah.
it looked like it had stuff done to it.
That was when like Fast and Furious was like the big deal, and then he did the muffler thing on the end, and
Yeah.
the fart can, and anyway. But I started in high school really starting modding cars, and then I deployed to Iraq. I was National Guard. I started National Guard before I actually went active duty. 2005 to 2006, for 15 months I went to Iraq. I was still 13 Fox in the Guard. I was a Ford Observer, and volunteered to go with a transportation company that was way underpowered. They were understrength, crazy like crazy. So they got volunteers from like all across the United States. Anyway, so we deployed as a company, a big company, and got attached under 101st. And anyway, all we did was convoy security and stuff like that, and just going all up and down northern Iraq, getting blown up back then. But when I came back, no, there's a second car. So I had the 98. I also had a 2000 2-door EX Honda Civic, silver.
Weight reduction. Mine is 2 doors.
So when I was in Iraq, I most of the money I was making, I sunk into that car. And so when I got home, it was in my dad's garage, and there was parts everywhere. And then when I got home, you know, it was like this ginormous Christmas, you know, and I just started attacking the car. I mean, body kits, you know, wheels, everything. And then there was a dealership that was local. It was kind of like a hole-in-the-wall dealership in Monroe, North Carolina. And anyway, they had this 2002 red Mustang GT with like 34,000 miles on it. And at the time, I think it was like $15,000 or $16,000, whatever it was. Anyway, I traded the Honda Civic, modded and everything to them, bought the Mustang, and it was done. Because once I took that first test drive in that old 4.6 with that 260 horsepower, it was a wrap. You know, because my dad had the Mustang, and I've always liked him, and then I had a Mustang. And my dad loved it, and I've had tons and tons of them since. I've had like 8 Mustangs. But it's been a blast. Let me dig through some comments now. How many enemies have I killed with my bare hands? None with my bare hands. With other weapons, yes, but
You're lucky you got bare hands.
yeah, none with my bare hands.
Yeah.
I'm reading through some comments, trying to keep up.
I'm like barely.
What wheel and tire setup am I thinking about? Let's see. Let me type in.
Guys, what kind of things are you wanting to see in a giveaway? I got a lot of plans for the 5,000 subscriber mark when we do hit it. I am thinking about doing something pretty cool with the Rx-8, and I think on the next Mazdaspeed Monday, this coming up Monday, I think I'm going to give away, just on that Monday, I'm going to give away a chunk of the front end of the Rx-8 that was cut off, like a piece of the subframe or something like that, like a chunk about this big, and give it away to somebody. to have a piece of history, since this car will be the first of its kind, and you know, maybe when I start racing the thing and stuff like that, and it gets some visibility, you guys will be like, yeah, I have a piece of that car. You know what I mean? Like, I think it'd be pretty cool.
Alright, what wheels am I thinking about? Well, drag pack wise, I'm gonna put my Stang mode back on.
Is he in here?
No, I ain't seen
Probably
him.
not.
He's probably filming or doing something else. But wheels and tires, as far as drag pack, I'm not really sure yet, because we are going to go E85 here very, very soon, like probably the beginning of the month, there around there, that time frame. And then soon after that, we're going to, I mean, the track is going to open up in what, about a month?
Yeah, over where we're at. Yeah, it'll be open probably beginning of March.
Yeah, beginning of March. So I need to be hot, you know, need to be ready to go.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You need to get that thing in the tens.
Yes, we're going to chase 10s NA for at least the first 6 months. And what's up?
Side note.
Yeah.
And your guys on your channel are gonna like probably flame me and start a whole nother battle. But Texas Speed's fifth gen Camaro NA just went 8s today.
NA.
Their stock bottom end LS3 NA 5th gen Camaro just went 8s
That's stupid.
today. I swear, dude, they're having a battle between Texas Speed and GPI. They both have like record-setting 5th gen Camaros.
So I think the fastest N18 Mustang right now is Steeda, and I think they did like a 10.3.
Yeah.
without a
Mind
bump.
you, the 5th gen does have like a lot of weight reduction, and it has a lot of like, you know, suspension parts that are lighter, stuff
Right,
like that. But
yeah.
dude, an NA at 8 seconds, that just goes to tell you like where we are like today. Like versus a couple years ago, it is nuts the things that people are doing with these cars.
It's a Pogue or no Pogue? No, it's not a Pogue. I was a 13 Fox.
I definitely wasn't a Pogue.
If you guys are unfamiliar with that, what that is, I was a forward observer, and then later, you know, Fire Sport NCO and all that stuff. I spent a lot of time, you know, doing battalion flyers and everything as I progressed into my career and did all that. A lot of counterfire stuff at that level. You guys that are part of the military, you know how it goes as you escalate in rank. But I was JFO. I had all of the cool guy schools. Yeah. Always had like great NCBRs, you know, I wasn't a shitbag.
Yeah.
I was a good dude. And anyway, but that's how I treat my channel too, is like when I was in, I really tried to take care of my guys before, you know, myself. I was one of the few, because there's some bad leaders out there.
I will not even comment on that because
Yeah.
it's gonna get me into a hole.
So-
I'm gonna get fired up.
He's prior military as well.
No, I'm still in.
Oh yeah, that's right.
For
You're not-
another month.
Yeah, you're not out yet, so he's still active. But anyway, but it's blurry. My internet is normal. I'm sorry that it sucks, the Wi-Fi. All you guys that are just coming in, basically it's just a chit chat. We're just having fun, and I'm dealing with some crappy Wi-Fi. I can't help it. We're on the same everything, and he's got like awesome, but I'm over here sucking life. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, all of your super chats, if you're just coming in, are going to go towards the channel in some way. They're not going to go towards, you know, food or bills or whatever. It's going to go to the channel. It's going to go to the progression of the content that you like to see, and I think rightfully should go that way.
Absolutely.
So, what are you over here doing?
I'm posting to some of the groups to try to get more people on here.
Okay. Yeah, I was artillery. Yes, I was artillery. But you know, Fort Observer is like half infantry.
Yeah, you guys, like, FOs and stuff, and Fisters, they were all out with us when we were, you know, fighting the fight, you know what I mean? Dude, I had some badass FOs, and...
Look at my stream, it's still got the toboggan on. It's so back. Let's see.
Let's see. We got anything going in here? Alright. How do you like the video? Well, it's live. I don't see a thumbs up icon anywhere. It depends if you're on a computer or a phone. I know if you're on a phone watching it, It's really hard to find the like button if it's there at all, so don't worry about it if you can't.
Yeah.
Oh, exit out of the live chat and you'll see the thumbs up. Oh, okay, so you exit out of live chat, like it, and then come back in?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
important. If you do the same on my end, if you can find the thumbs up button and then smash all over that. Unfortunately, it sucks that we have crappy Wi-Fi, but you know, we do want the video to spread. There are some things that you have to do if you like the videos for them to do well. You have to thumbs up or thumbs down, it doesn't matter. You have to comment and interact with it. I got a super chat, Street Slayers, thank you so much. $4.99, the Z Squad, oh my god.
Nice, all that $4.99, yo.
Yeah.
I crack up when I see the Stang of them on their podcast, dude, all the $4.99s, it's hilarious.
But if you share the video as well, you can email it to yourself, I guess. But if you share the video on maybe your Facebook or something else, that is literally what targets the YouTube algorithm and makes the videos spread. If it doesn't hit within like a few days or whatever, they die. You know, I've had really good edits that I've spent like 8 hours editing a really cool video, and then it gets 1,000 views. This is like old stuff.
Yeah.
But the videos die, and then it's frustrating, but it is what it is. It's YouTube.
Question, what are you doing about the fuel system in the RX-8? So I talked to some of the like Justin at FREEKTUNE, Bryce, all them dudes. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna run a fuel cell in the rear of the car, get rid of the stock fuel tank and all that stuff just because of weight. Get like a 5 to 7 gallon fuel cell, and that'll be full of Ignite 114 and or Pump E85. I'm not sure yet, but it's probably going to be Ignite. A little bit more expensive, but the outcome is much more worth it. And basically that will be and we're running a nasty Holley fuel pump that pumps out 200 gallons a minute. 200 gallons an hour. So, not liter per hour like the normal fuel pumps you see, it's gallon per hour. It's 200 gallons an hour, which is insane. So we'll have that inside the fuel cell and pumping fuel to the direct injectors and then the port injection fuel rail on top of the intake manifold. I think it'll be the best, no crap, freaking. You'd like to see some wheels and tires given away for that 5K giveaway? I need some slicks. Man, I'm gonna need some more super chats if I'm donating wheels and tires. I'll tell you that. That's expensive.
So I got asked, keep doing these live chats. So I know that everything sucks, but we'll do it inside next time, right next to the router, or I'll just use the super chat money to go buy a new router. How about that? So if you want better quality, help me. But I got asked, what do I do? I guess what my line of work is now, and I literally do YouTube full time, and I got med-boarded out. I got hurt in Afghanistan. Go figure. And so I collect VA money, and then my wife works, and so she brings in some money, not a whole lot, and then YouTube helps supplement that. And it was really risky because when I decided I really wanted to just do it, it wasn't bringing in anything, not really. But now it's starting to pay a little bit every month, it's always a touchy subject when YouTubers talk about money.
Yeah.
But the fact of the matter is that the YouTubers that actually commit all of their time to make content, it does become a full-time job, because if you're doing 2-3 videos a week, well, you can't mod your vehicle 2-3 times a week. It's expensive, and YouTube is not going to bring in that kind of income to offset that unless you're real big, like Street Speed or some of these other guys. So what do? You have to travel around. You have to go to events. You have to go do stuff with other people's cars. You have to go search. You have to be hungry. You have to go after the content. It's not going to come to you, not really. Some guys can sit in their cars and film and talk and be very successful, and the videos blow up. Sometimes you'll get lucky and you'll do a review of a 2008 Mustang GT and it goes to 800, north of 800,000 views. But thank you for that, because that's what's going to buy the drag pack. But anyway, so yes, the line of work that I'm in right now is, it seems like I'm watching the video, it is like way delayed from what is actually going on in the chat. So when you get to this point where you hear me say that, just know that I can see your chats instantly, but the video is like backed up. Anyway, so YouTube is what I do. Just like it's something that Staying Mode and those guys want to do full time. But when I tell you that we just get by at the end of every month financially, I mean, it's always a stretch. I could go find a job, I could go do it, you know, all that stuff. I could go do something else. But I really want to do this full time, and that's what I've been really trying to do, especially over the past like 6 to 8 months, is dedicate everything, my entire life on YouTube. And it does not just stop at the content. You have to go out and do the things, you have to film, then you come back and you edit. It may be a simple edit, it might take you hours and hours and hours. And you don't know what that video is going to do. It might take off, or it might plummet, and you make like 20 bucks. But you may have spent $200 to go do that, and then the reward is 20 bucks. So your return on investment there is not paying off. So that's just the name of the game, but that is what serious YouTubers do.
Yeah.
So, you know, things like super chats and
What up, Dom?
it's really important. Things like just watching the content. I don't beg for money, but just watching the content. And, you know, and when you hear YouTubers talk about like watching the ads, that stuff helps. It's not, we're not rich.
No.
You know, especially not at almost 16,000 subscribers. It's awesome that we're getting there. I would have never thought that 16,000 people would ever want to watch me. But here we are, and we're continuing to grow, and I think that is awesome. It's an absolute blessing, really. But anyway, so YouTube full time is what I'm doing, and it does take a lot of time, because once you've filmed it and then you did your edit and you've uploaded it, then you have to take care of the video. And what I mean by that is that answering comments and interacting just like we're doing right now, talking to you guys. It never stops. I'm always checking my phone, always looking at analytics. I always am trying to go through as many comments as I can, and I do it all day long. And it drives my wife nuts.
Oh, dude.
Oh my God. But that is the name of the game. That is, social media is like a 24/7 thing if you were hot and heavy in it. A lot of guys, I encourage you to definitely do YouTube. I'm probably going to do a video series on just like my take on how you get started, stuff like that. At least what's worked for me. But that is that's pretty much it for that. But yeah, I encourage everybody to do it. Just know that if you intend on doing YouTube full time, it's full time. But anyway, it is what it is. I like doing it. I love it.
Guys, it'll be... Oh, what up, Dom? What size injectors? For the port injection, we're doing 2200cc injectors, auto or manual tranny. It's going to be an auto because it's going to be a straight up race car. This is what makes this build so unique, is no one's done it this way. So I talked to QuickTime that makes custom bell housings that are SFI approved for drag racing, and they are going to be custom making me a bell housing that will go from the MZR motor to a Turbo 400, and we're going to do a Turbo 400 with some billet goodies inside, manual shift kit, and a trans brake. So basically, and a really good converter, probably like a PTC converter, something that will hold up to a good amount of power. And what's going to be awesome about the transmission setup with the drivetrain is, I'm not going to have, some transmission that's going to be braking like a lot of people are having issues with the speed transmissions.
Sorry. Super chat.
Oh, nice.
Warfighter Racing, $5. Thank you so much. And some love from your local medic. I know you're talking, I know who you are. So, gotta love and take care of local soldiers. Remember, he's a soldier too, so definitely check out his channel. Spooling Up Performance is where you find him. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. I love it.
So with the transmission setup, it's going to be nice to have the trans brake and the manual shift kit. It'll give us time to be able to get up on boost at the starting line and kind of bump in to the staging lights and kind of preload the rear end before we launch the car. It'll definitely be sweet. So pretty much any power that I throw at the transmission, it will hold as far as the motor's capability. So guys, the car is going to be weighing in, if I had to guess, with everything I'm doing, I bet the car is going to weigh just about 2,000 pounds without me in it. And it's going to be nasty. So with 2,000 pounds at a little, probably over 700 wheel horsepower, that thing should get into the 8s in the quarter. Am I saying I'm going to do that right off the bat? No, it's going to take some seat time, working out some kinks, you know, the tuning, stuff like that. But according to the weight and the power, it should be an 8-second car. I definitely think we'll be able to hit 9s fairly easy.
You're going to be way faster than I am.
Well, I mean, I never thought that I would do, you know, build this crazy. When I was doing originally going to do the LS swap in it, that was my plan, was to run an 8-second pass. But I was like, man, everybody does LS swaps, and like it's kind of like beaten by this point. So
that was that video that I did, that one that's blown up. Everybody's like, because you know, you saw the thumbnail, it was like, guess what's inside or whatever. LS swap, LS swap, LS swap. And then they watch the video and they're like, no, it's not.
it's not.
Shit. But yeah, it seems like that's like the thing to do is LS swap everything.
It is, man. Well, the thing is that the LS motors, it's specifically like the iron blocks out of the trucks and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They really are like bulletproof. And I mean, there's dudes making 1,000 horsepower on basically a stock rotating assembly and just cam and some head work. You know, it's not hard. And I think that's why everybody goes after it, because it's pretty affordable to do in a certain sense. But suspension setup, currently I just reached out to a couple different companies to kind of figure out what our best route's going to be. There's a lot to figure out and put into factoring when you're talking about a car that is drag racing all the time, and getting the suspension dialed in correctly makes a huge difference. So, yeah, I don't know. If you're just joining, we got ZANDER13 right here. Huge, you know, huge help to me all the time, you know, with kind of like, I don't know, influencing me to, you know, do the things I do on YouTube and stuff like that. Go check him out. He's got a sweet build going on with right now with the 2019 Mustang GT with the 10-speed in it. Pretty sweet stuff.
Super chat, Kane sent me $9.99. Thank you so much for another one. You were awesome. If you guys don't know, Rides and Racing is his channel, and he's on the road a lot. He's a trucker, so he's we've hung out before. He's come to my house, and he's an awesome guy. And it's always a pleasure when I get to meet you guys. But big shout out to him. So talk about how I got started. What was my motivation? So my motivation to get started was basically, a long time ago, I've always, you know, like I had a 2016 Mustang GT, okay, and came back from Afghanistan, and then I bought it, and then I wanted to mod it. So I was looking around YouTube for content, like how to put on like a cold air intake, or how to, you know, do this or whatever. I mean, I already know how to do it, but I wanted to watch and be entertained. So when I started searching around, I saw that there was just this massive like deficit for like real quality content. You know, people were like, okay, you know, here's your intake. Okay, now it's installed. And I'm a very analytical person.
Did he use magic?
Yeah, right. So I'm a very analytical person. I think things through, but you know, I always think before I speak and stuff like that. But well, I like to see details, and that's a big part of like my, you know, being military. Was I want to know step by step by step by step on how to do things the proper way, and then be able to teach. And that's, you'll see that a lot in my videos. Some of them are very lengthy, and I'll talk a lot. But there is value to be had in those because a lot of people don't film that way. There's only a few people that really, really like, you know, emphasize all the little details, the nitty gritty stuff. And that's what I wanted to bring to the table. I wanted to, I saw there was a lack of content, and then I just, who better else than to create it, you know, than myself. So that's what I started doing. And some of my really early videos were just like 15, 20-minute videos of talking about an exhaust system, just the way that it sounds. You know, like tone versus drone, or, you know, something like that. Because, you know, it's confusing. A lot of people that are buying or just getting into cars, you know, that is like a different language to them. They just don't understand it. So I try to break it down. Now, over, you know, the years of doing it, really only the past years when I've been really grinding on YouTube. So, but things have gotten better, and I've obviously gotten better at speaking and teaching, and hopefully you guys are learning. But that's kind of my motivation, is just basically to help. Is, hey, look, there's a lack of information, let me create it, and then hopefully you have fun watching it and you learn something. And then you have to vlog, and you have to do other things along the way. So you gotta have to learn how to do the YouTube stuff as well. But as far as the content goes, that is basically why I got started. So hopefully that answers your question a little bit. And as far as, sorry, I know I'm cutting into your time too.
You're good, man. I'm watching. They got any plans on the two of you going at it at the track?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're gonna race. Why not? It's all in good fun. I know people want to see me and Sting go at it.
Well, that'd be a good race.
I mean, it would just be a good fun. I mean, we have nothing but love for each other. But right now, other than me not having E85 like today, our mods are about the same.
Yeah, very similar.
So it's going to come down to now. He's got a lot of seat time. That's something that I lack. So I need to get a drag pack. We need to go to the track.
You need to get some seat time with that spicy tune, with that that trans brake in the bump box.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm telling you, that's, I think Ford, like the Ford platform with the ability to get in there with a tuner and basically tune in a bump box and a trans brake is nuts. Like, we are here. We are in the future.
Yeah.
Like, that's happening. Instead of doing Mazdaspeed Mondays, you need to do Mazdaspeed every day.
But yeah, as far as you guys out there, like I think I said it earlier, but if you are interested in doing YouTube,
Do it.
do it. What the hell have you got to lose? Because I mean, now if you want, you're not going to blow up and you're not going to get rich. Not right away.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it's just as Six did.
Yeah.
But sometimes you will push a video that just like goes to 1 million views. You're like, oh my god, you know, how did I do that and how can I repeat that?
Yeah.
Well, you get lucky and nobody knows the algorithm like YouTube, like the guys that built it, and they're not talking, so nobody knows, and you just get lucky sometimes. But the thing, at the end of the day, you have to have fun doing it because it is a lot of fun. And you get to tell your story. It's YouTube. It's your television show.
Should be called Your Tube.
Yeah, so, and a lot of people forget that, but at the end of the day, it's your channel, you can do whatever you
Street
want.
Slayer, Xander sent me.
Nice, awesome.
Badass.
Yeah, so, anyway, yeah, definitely jump on board, do YouTube. You don't need a lot of fancy equipment. Just use your phone, use free software. If you're on a Mac, you can use iTunes. There's lots of YouTube, I can't speak, tutorials, and that's what I had to, you know, because I'm a hands-on person and visual, so I had to like go and learn how to do things myself, and I still do. Whenever I'm not filming or answering, you know, comments or any of that stuff, you know, I'm on the computer trying to learn how to better the channel, because I want to see the ZANDER13 channel, as much as a lot of you guys blow up. I mean, 100,000 plus subscribers would be amazing.
Yeah.
And
That'd be
then,
badass.
yeah, and then we'd have the income coming in from YouTube to be able to fund more projects, and then go travel more and do all of that. And you know, I can't wait till we start doing some events and I can meet all of you guys. I will tell you that when you get started on YouTube, it's awkward talking to a camera. It's really weird, but I've been doing it so long. When I look at the camera right now, I see people. I don't see a camera anymore. I literally see everybody talking and faces because I've met some of you, and so it becomes more natural.
Yeah, it definitely takes a little bit to get used to it. And it's funny, man, like, I started my channel pretty much on the same premise you did. Like, I had just bought a Mazda. For those guys on Xander's channel, I am an all-car guy. I just have a special place in my heart for Mazdas and just, you know, building them and all that stuff. But I owned a Mazdaspeed 3. I had basically a bolt-on bigger turbo done to it, and I was in Afghanistan. And when you get downtime, all you want to do is research and do stuff, you know. And I started buying a ton of parts, and by the time I got home, I had a spare room in my house that was full of everything to, you know, kind of go in the car. And I was looking around YouTube all the time, and I would always find myself just watching the same videos over and over again because there really wasn't much on YouTube for the platform. And that's when I came home and kind of just started videoing the things I was doing. I look back at some of the first videos I've done, and I'm like, dear Lord, what were you doing? And I'm like, man, I was really bad at it. But like he said, with time, you get used to it. You know, it's not a big deal anymore. I have no issues walking around in public with a phone and, you know, handle in my hand and talking to you guys. Just because I love doing it, and I love hearing your guys' feedback and giving you guys something to watch. I've had a lot of people say to me in comments like, hey man, me and my friends went and bought, you know, these cars because you had one and you inspired me to buy one and build it. And like that to me is like huge, man. Like that makes every video I've ever made worth it because I made someone's dream come true by, you know, providing them content and how-tos on how to install things and in-depth, you know, reviews and talking about parts and stuff like that. There's not enough people on YouTube that do that. They kind of, you know, either stick to like a vlog style or they just, like he said, you know, here's my new part, and then the next clip is like the part on the car, like what good did that do anybody besides seeing what it looks like? It doesn't really help. So that's when I started doing this, and you know, it's really hard to get started on YouTube, and you just have to get after it. But we're slowly growing, and we're almost there. We're getting to it. Goal is.
You didn't pick. I can hear it.
Hear what?
The TV.
That's the Xbox.
The remote doesn't work? Alright. Bye. What's up? Oh.
Hershey's Gold, sponsored by Miss ZANDER13.
Yeah. My wife just dropped off some candy. So that's going to keep us going a little while. You did what?
I had to order it.
So she broke my TV remote earlier, and she had to go buy a new one, so all of your super chats just paid for that. So again, thank you so much. Those super chats really do go a long way. You know, it's sad that YouTube takes like half of it. They really do, but it doesn't matter. If you send me a penny, you know, it doesn't matter because I'm not asking for anything other than really a view. Just watch the content. But if you guys are sending me, you know, your own hard-earned money,
what's up, dude?
That is amazing. We're definitely going to put it to good use.
Andrew, my man, what's up, dude?
Rated R Cars, I think you're about to blow up, man. I love your stuff. Rated R Cars is a great channel. If y'all know who he is, he had an 18 Mustang and it blew up a couple of times. And then he's got a GT350. And I know my video is a little bit delayed versus what's going on in the chat. But Brian, trying to swallow. I got your box today. I haven't opened it up yet, but thank you so much for sending that to me. And all of you guys that are here saying that, there is a video coming up, and I think that you'll like it. But he said something. What's that?
Who is that?
Warfighter. He came from my channel.
Oh, Warfighter Minute or Warfighter Racing. read the comment and his name at the same time. I really appreciate the super chat, man. That's awesome. What's up, Rodney? Andrew, we got to get you in on one of these one time, because your channel is badass as well, and you got a nasty car. So, thanks for the love, Warfighter Racing. I really appreciate it, and welcome to the channel. I hope I can supply you with, you know, the content that you need to get you through your daily YouTubes. Rodney, what up, my man? If you guys are just joining us, this video, this live stream is literally just us hanging out in the garage. Just simple garage talk, man. Getting to know, you know, myself and Xander over here. I've had a lot of new subscribers lately, and as well as he has. So we just wanted to jump on here and kind of say what's up and just kind of BS with you guys, get some chats going, and just kind of hang out for the night.
It started off, I mean, like it's a really formal thing, but it never happens. It always like goes in different directions.
Yeah.
But
They want to meet you.
who does?
They do.
Who said that?
Couple of guys did.
Are you watching it?
Yeah.
Where'd you read that? My son's on delayed. You can jump in here.
I'm already in it, but I don't see myself.
Oh, it's because you got another one.
Yeah, mine's super chat. Oh my God, Kane, you sent me $5 again. Have your cars dyno tuned or says last one. Would you rather have your cars dyno tuned or cloud tuned from one Palm Beach dyno? Have a Mustang dyno tuner 5 minutes away from my house. So you're talking about like an email tune. Well, those email tunes are completely fine if they're coming from one of those companies because you can data log. And I'm going to be putting together a detailed video on how to do that because I need to do it myself. But you basically send off your information, you get it back, so you get your base tune. And like if you have like an Engage device, you put on the SD card, throw in the Engage flasher tune for your car, and then there's some things you have to turn on inside of the device that the tuner may want to see, some settings, and then you will go out and you'll do some idles, some wide open throttle runs, you know, stuff like that, and then you'll data log that, you'll send those files back to your tuner, and then they make corrections. You can do that, or you can just go do a tune on the dyno itself. But if you do a dyno tune, you're going to be at the mercy of whatever tuner is running that dyno. But when it comes to Lund versus Palm Beach, but now that's a whole video in itself why I like, you know, one particular company over the other. But I've had both, and I've had Lund before, and I now have Palm Beach, and I will tell you that I like what Palm Beach is doing better, and a lot of that actually comes down to fast response times.
Yes.
I can message Rob Shoemaker right now on Facebook Messenger, and he's going to hit me back like immediately. With Lund, it would be like next week. And that is a big super chat. Greg Goes, $20. Thank you so much. Contact Circle D and ask them when we can expect to get a converter. And they just gave me that runaround. You know, I was actually thinking about converters today. That's that very same thing. Circle D for our automatics. That'd be sick, you know. Wow, that would turn those cars into yeah. Circle D is who you want to go with too. It's a great company. So.
Well, the guy said, "What's up with all the Stang stuff?" Well, my buddy here, ZANDER13, I'm at his house right now.
I have a Mustang.
And he has a Mustang. Can you blame the guy? I mean, come on, he's just showing love for his car. Just over here hanging out with him. Just kind of BSing. I'll hit on your tuning stuff real quick. I know you're going to make a video on it and go super in depth, but this is the thing. I really want to build a Fox body. Do it, man. I mean, parts are cheap as hell because everybody does them. So, hitting on the tuning aspect, I can say that I have never dyno tuned any of my cars, and this is the reason why. So, a street tune is just as effective as a dyno tune unless you are making an absolutely ridiculous amount of power where you cannot plant it on the street, or it is so crazy that you are not having the car on the street. The street tunes are also, yo, Rodney, you just took the words out of my mouth. The street tune is more realistic.
Yeah.
So a lot of tuners that are good at what they do, they will dyno tune the car, and then they will take it out on the street and refine the tune for drivability, all that other stuff, kind of getting the car dialed into where its, you know, habitat's going to be. Go ahead.
I can't read. Radar Cars, thank you so much, $10. Xander Muns. I'm not sure what Muns. Thank you. Good dude. That's Radar Cars. Go follow him. Go continue.
So, you know, any kind of street tuning, or if you're tuning, you know, at the track, you know, if you have a tuner there on site, that's awesome. If not, if you have a, you know, ability to have a hotspot on your phone where you can send data logs to your tuner while you're at the track in between passes, stuff like that is way more realistic than a dyno tune. Is a dyno tune great? Yeah, if it's available for you and it's something that you want to do, great, do it. I'm not knocking it, but you know, that's where you get into, you know, you're not really maybe getting the right numbers for your car.
So,
It's going in and out.
I know it's been doing that. I can't help it. It's
It
because
just
of the
started
Wi-Fi.
going out.
It was doing that earlier. Can't help it.
Okay.
It's just because we're in the garage. I had the door open earlier.
Do you want it open?
You can crack it like that. Maybe it'll help. I don't know.
It'll help the Wi-Fi streams.
There you go.
And you just need a better router.
But I mean, I like tuning my cars on the street, data logging, like you were talking about. I think it's just way more realistic, and you're getting, you know, I don't really care about dyno numbers. You know, for someone like you, dyno numbers are important because it is a very, very new car, and people are wondering what the numbers are with certain modifications.
I'm joking. Let me tell you. Well, I'll drop my beanie. Oh well. I'm over here dying.
Yeah, don't go down on me.
People freak out.
We need the medic over here.
Yes. Come save me.
Warfighter, we need you over here.
People freak out over dyno numbers, and because everybody wants like the fastest car, right? You know, everybody's like, oh, I got 1 more horsepower than you do. Well, I mean, who
You
cares?
said it right there. Faster and more horsepower.
Let me explain something. I was like, trying to. Anyway, so I can't speak.
It's okay.
Dyno. What does that mean? Oh, that's something. A dyno is really should just use it as a tuning device. If it says like, okay, you made X horsepower, cool, because you can go to the next one right down the street, it's going to make something different. So they're all a little bit different. So like mine recently with the mods did 455 and 418 torque, which is great. And then it's based off of Rob Shoemaker's first, and yes, Rob is actually the guy that tuned my car, Rob himself. That is with no revisions or anything like that. So we still have to data log and send that file back, and then we'll probably pick up another 5 to 8 horse. Who knows? It's probably not that much because he really brings these things out from the first file anyway. But it's a tuning device. I went back to the same dyno because it shows consistency. We did 4.
Right.
Thank you so much. $9.99. Harry Maurer. Would I consider buying a Corvette for the channel or discuss other cars? Absolutely. I would love a Corvette. The only reason I don't have one is because I have 2 kids. But anyway, I love the C7s. Love them. Like if I had a C7, me personally don't care about the Z06. I would get a Grand Sport.
I would get a Grand Sport and Pro Charge it.
Yeah, that's what I would do. But anyway, the dyno is a tuning device, and it should be treated as such. So if you get 1 horsepower here reading, and then you go to the next and it's different, who cares? But a lot of people complain about, oh my God, how are you going to talk about horsepower when your hood's up? You don't drive that way on the street. Again, it's a tuning device. It's an estimation of horsepower.
Right.
So yes, you're going to have different numbers on the street when your hood's closed.
Yes.
Well, I've actually thought about doing a video solely on that. Let's dive with the hood open, let's close it, and let's do it again. But remember, so they put fans in front of your vehicles, and then Sometimes you have small fans, sometimes you have big fans. And then depending on how close or far away, and then there's a bunch of stuff. So, but nothing is going to be street tuned.
Here's what I'll say, and you guys can take it for what it is. A dyno, to me, a dyno is only worth it is if you are pushing the limits of something or testing something that hasn't been done before, and you are needing to closely monitor things, you know, in a controlled area. That is where a dyno comes in huge, where a tuner can see live what is happening and, you know, look at all the parameters in the vehicle and make sure everything's good to go. You can get a lot done on the street or at the track. I'm not condoning anything on the street. If you have an area to do it, do it. Track tuning, if you are building a car to race, track tuning is where it's at, because that is real life, live, no crap what the car is going to be doing and how it's going to react. Andrew Lavender does have one of the baddest two valves on the planet, and that is fact.
Melvin Vega, have fun and keep sending that great content, brother. You got it. Thank you so much for the $5. I very much appreciate it. It will go towards a good cause, and that is, of course, bringing you more content. So, thank you so much.
So, a lot of you guys are saying it's a safe place to push limits, nothing more. And you're 100% on that, man. I mean, if it's for an event and there's a dyno day or something like that, and you're throwing your car on the dyno, awesome. You know, that's cool to support like a cause. Other than that, I'm gonna stick to the street or track and really dial it in. You know, I'm taking this next build that we're doing with the Rx-8. The car will be getting trailered straight to my tuner at his shop, and he will be, you know, tuning the car strictly on the dyno to get us kind of where we need to be, and then the rest of the tuning will be done at the track to really dial it in. So it's really just to get it going. Safe place, snowflakes. Is this someone from your channel?
Yep. This is awesome, dude.
370 H55B.
Street Slayers is his channel.
Street Slayers? Okay. Safe place, snowflakes, he said.
This guy, let me tell you.
But yeah, it's cleaner, more power unless you go full. Okay, he's talking about something else. Plus, to be honest, it's awesome to claim that heat horsepower.
But that guy,
Yeah.
I thought that he hated my guts because he used to leave these crazy comments like that Zender's rich and this, that, and you know, whatever, all this money stuff. And I was like, who the hell is this guy? And then we went to the YouTube call out, the last YouTube call out was Street Speed 717.
Yeah.
And then I met him, and he's like, hey, I'm that guy. And I'm like, it was all good fun. So we talked, and we just hit it off, and it was awesome.
That's funny.
He was just giving me, you know, but it's hard to tell.
It is hard to tell from comments. You're like, is that guy being like
He's like
sarcastic or like?
Yeah,
what?
but no, he's cool as hell. So, yeah, big shout out to him.
I got a let's see.
Another one. Jesus, I'm gonna mess this up. Lamas, Jesus. Right? Yes? I don't know. Jesus Llamas, I'm guessing. It's been a while since I've taken sketch. There, bro. $9.99, whatever. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I love it. Thank you so much.
Dude, Andrew Lavender just said he wants to go to the next YouTube call out. If he brings that 2-valve to the call out, dude, I'm telling you.
I'm gonna tell you something. These YouTube call-outs that Street Speed does, how about this is actually real talk is being discussed, is like me, and you can be part of it too because you're here local, but because this is going to be for everybody, but we're in like staying mode, all these guys, we're thinking about doing something of our own, some kind of a call out and going to different events. So that is something that it's I don't even know what it would cost, but and then the planning that we go around. But it is definitely an idea that we have, and my take on the whole thing is to not keep it in one spot, but to actually go from here to here to here. Kind of like Street Speed started when he was doing it with, you know, Guitar Mageddon, how they were jumping around locations. Because it shouldn't be just about the YouTubers, it should be about
The fans.
the fans.
Absolutely.
Yep. Wi-Fi is better now and more lagging. Good.
Can I ask an opinion on E85 versus methanol for general application? Yes. Okay. Are you talking general application like a bolt-on car, or you talking about like an everyday build where you have like bolt-on stuff like that? All right. So E85. The nice thing about E85 is that you can pick it up at the gas station. Now, this is going to depend on if you're in an area that has E85. If you're in an area that has E85, it's nice to just be able to go up and fill up your tank. I will say that if you don't have it in your area, it's really either or, man. Like, they're both going to make great power, especially for like a normal build that's shooting for, you know, 400 or 500. They're both going to do great. Methanol is a little cleaner and more consistent because not every time you pump E85, it's going to be the same every time. I mean, it's not really going to make a huge difference, but you have additives, stuff like that. Methanol is just pure cleaner. I ran it on my last build and had no issues. 100% methanol. We pushed the stock block to 500 wheel horsepower, and it was yeah. And E85 is horrible on the stock components, like the high pressure fuel pump and all that stuff. If you're strictly using it for PI, then you shouldn't have much of an issue as long as you keep up on maybe sending your injectors out to get cleaned, you know, every so often. It's super cheap to do. But running strictly E85 through your stock fuel system for your everyday build, it's not going to be worth it because you're going to be taking apart your fuel system a lot and cleaning it.
Yeah. Put some stickers on the router.
But stickers on the router. Dude, we'll have the fastest internet.
Yeah, you saw the video yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stickers add power, man.
I mean, I made a 25-minute video out of like nothing, but it was just talk. It was relaxed. It was cool. It was.
I think it's going to be a cool series because not only for the fans but for you, because it's going to give you a chance to just kind of like kick back and not have to be like.
That's the whole point.
Worried about it. You know what I mean?
It's whenever I don't want to go. You know, we're not going live, but it's just going to be bare minimum editing. And with the series that we're talking about here, desperate content. There was a fine commenter viewer that actually said that to us in a live chat going down to Detroit, and he was like, he talked about Stingray and his desperate content and how I felt about it, and I was like, I support it because sometimes you literally do run out of stuff to do. Anyway, so thank you all. So I'm typing this, but I'll say it out loud too. Thank you all so much if you're subscribing now for the first time. Thank you so much and welcome to the channel. But anyway, desperate content, it does happen. You know, sometimes you have to make a video over, whatever's near you, and because it might be 6 feet of snow outside, but you have people that are watching the channel and they're wanting something. So, no, I'm not saying make a shit video. I'm not saying that at all. You do want to put effort into it because you don't want to kill your channel doing it.
Fastest way to get stuck in your car is 6 feet of snow.
There you go. So, and then another super chat, Slick S550. Always donating money. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Congratulations on my first live chat. Yeah, it's been rough, but we've got the Wi-Fi issue. But it'll be better next time. We'll figure it out. But anyway, thank you so much. Now all this super chat money is going to go to a new router. We'll just upgrade our technology a little bit. Anyway, but Desperate Content is going to be a video series, and it's just going to be relaxed editing and just more kickback, exactly. And it's fun. It's fun we do that because sometimes we're doing like this Corsa review that I'm working on. I'm still working on it, and I'm trying to make it. I'm trying to add some cinematography to it, and sometimes that stuff takes a lot, especially when you don't have like people with like great camera gear and all that. I've just got what I have. Another super chat. ATX, thank you so much. Congratulations on my first chat. And it was $5. Thank you so much. It's going to go towards a new router so we get the Wi-Fi figured out. But that and also a supercharger fund. You guys are. I know you want to see Carnage go fast, and I do too.
I want to see it go fast.
Yeah, I want to go fast. But it takes money that I don't have, and then you guys donating definitely helps that. So it all goes back into the channel, and it doesn't go towards anything else. This is not super chat money. This is
super chat to Xander.
oh, super chat! Look at that.
Super chat to Xander, $1. You know.
Supercharger fun right here.
Thanks for having me over. You know, it's been a lot of fun so far. Thanks for the beer.
This is my wife's money.
No, man, so funny. I want to go fast, Ricky Bobby. Yeah, I just want Xander to go fast. I know this is a little out of the blue live. You guys are usually loaded down and hunkered down on my channel on Mondays for our usual live stream, but
Ken, it's going to get boosted. It's going to get boosted. It just may take 5 years to do it. I'm not going to go running you reading two comments, but yes, I'm still honestly thinking centrifugal. What's up?
You're gonna boost what?
I'm going to boost my foot in your butt.
You mean my foot's gonna go in your ass?
Yeah, whatever. Anyway, so yes, Carnage will get boosted at some point. This year. What? Oh, it's happening this year.
Yeah.
Hell or high water. Hell or high water.
Or both.
750 plus. If it's 749, I'm not damn
I'll
happy.
tell you what, you can boost it when you give me my Raptor.
No.
Yes.
No.
I thought you wanted the Hellcat.
I do want a Hellcat, but I also...
DA Motorsports, $4.99. Awesome. Thank you so much. Recently subscribed. Great content. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate you. I want to say something real quick. Every single one of... What was up?
They're talking about methanol injection and all the meth comments are coming. Meth. It's bad for your teeth, man. Meth. It's what's for breakfast.
Yeah. Every single... I'm one of those guys when I'm looking at like my analytics and I'm like, oh yes, I got a subscriber. Like one.
Dude, so
and,
pumped.
and when they drop off and like sometimes you lose something, I'm like, shit! You know? We're talking about like onesies here, not like... But anyway, so... every single individual one of you that watches my content, it comes back repeatedly to do that. It honestly means the world to me. Not saying that. I mean it. So here's to you guys.
For those of you who just joined, we have the guys that donated last Monday. I have your stuff ready to go. I'll be shipping it out on Monday, possibly maybe tomorrow, if I get a chance to. We're still on track for our normal Mazdaspeed Mondays and live on the channel Monday. Oh, that stripper chat money. We're gonna call it stripper chat money.
Stripper chat money. You know, when I watch live streams, you don't see shit like this.
No, you don't. Everybody tries to be so serious. I'm like, why?
They're so professional and everything.
Well, this is the time to like get like crazy with your fans and like.
I am a car nerd, and I'm having fun. And hopefully you guys are having fun with us, even if we do stupid things.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, that's the supercharger fun right there. $1, plus everything that you guys are cooking.
Yeah, they're hooking it up right now for you. They're killing it.
They want to see Carnage go fast.
Yeah,
They
I do too.
Yep.
That's awesome. Guys, we're so close to 3,000 subscribers, and my goal is 5K by the end of March. I have sponsors lined up for the giveaway already, and have some really sweet stuff ready to go for when this giveaway happens. It's absolutely free of charge. It's not going to have you buy merch to enter any of this crazy stuff that goes on these other channels. It's literally going to be free, and you guys will just literally have to be subscribed to the channel and maybe following some of the sponsors, you know, Instagram or Facebook pages, and that is it.
Oh.
And you know, we got some sweet stuff lined up ready. You guys definitely don't want to miss out on it. It's going to be a huge grand prize for somebody that's going. Huge to me because, you know, 5K giveaway, you know, can only be so big, but it'll definitely be worth it. So
We're live, so
Look, if you're gonna put a dollar bill in your hat, go in the corner, make me some money. And do it right.
well, I wouldn't pick this corner.
you.
Maybe O'Connor's.
Do it
How you
right.
gonna tell me that? Never mind. I will not say it.
I am making you money. I work. Go in the corner, make me
I
money.
know, you paid for this
The
pay
big
for a supercharger!
yeah, you're drinking a girl drink.
It is a girl drink. I told them that. It's a girl drink. I'm
That's
sorry.
my first time.
I'm
I
touching
had
with
one.
my feminine side. How about that?
Wow. How about you get on the corner for me?
He's
I
getting,
go
he's
to the
getting
corner, work the
sensitive.
corner.
He's getting sensitive.
I mean, I'll go out there and do burnouts.
No.
I do have a line lock and all that. Oh, speaking of which, you guys may or may not know, but a awesome gentleman who has mostly been Mopar with his brother, David Van Boris. Kevin is the older brother, but David just bought a 2018 base 10R80 Mustang Orange Fury, and he is going to go 8s, believe me, if not faster. He's going to do dumb things with this, but he just bought it for like 30 grand and traded in a Hellcat to do that. Sound familiar? I had a Hellcat. Super chat! Saw that in the corner of my eye. Bad Billy, $425, Mustangs for life. Yes, we'll always have a Mustang on this channel. We'll have other things too, but we will always have Mustangs because that's where my heart lies. But anyway, so David Van Boris, you can go follow him. He's going to do sick things, so I've been talking to him a little bit in the chats, and I think that he is going to do some serious stuff. And it's really cool because people like him, RP Productions was a Mopar guy. He bought him a 2018 Mustang. You know, and then also you have Tunnel Chaser, who had a Dodge Demon. You guys are familiar with him, and now has the GT350R. All these Mopar guys are just
Thrown him away.
throwing them away. So they're great cars, but there is it really says a lot about the typewriters for life. Hey, my car, especially with the headers, is not ticking. It's just not. It should be, especially with headers. You should hear a lot of that noise come down through the metal of the primers, and it should be loud, because that's exactly what happened with like Stango's car. It immediately was apparent. Mine it's like gone. It's weird. But anyway, so
Mopar equals fat.
no, I mean I love the Dodge Challenger.
Yeah.
I really did love the Hellcat.
You know what Dodge does really well? The infotainment slash basically like their interior and all their like infotainment system and all that stuff, like they got that dialed in. It's super nice. Those GT350Rs are really sweet. You are correct. Put a Demon motor in a Miata. Dude, there's a guy on YouTube right now that just put a Hellcat motor in a 350Z.
And a Z?
In a Z. It is huge in that engine bay.
Yeah,
Like,
I think it's general.
massive, but yeah, it looks sweet. Like, it's full in there. Like, it's tight.
Wow.
But it's pretty wild. Dodge makes 4,000 pound cars really well. Yeah, they do. Andrew said they're land yachts.
Well, they are, but they're fast.
High-powered boats. Oh, let them continue. Here we go.
Ford Cars and Trucks for Life, ATX 350. Thank you so much. Again, all super chats are awesome tonight. You guys are
$5 from Street Slayers because Xander isn't sharing.
Sharing.
Damn, I don't know what that means.
Answer. What is sharing? What do you mean not sharing what?
Street Slayers, what is he not sharing?
A beer?
Sharing a beer? They'd be faster if they weren't the size of a Suburban. Well, Street Slayers, thanks for the donation, man. I really appreciate it. He said, there you go. He was talking about the beer.
Yeah. I didn't buy them all for me.
I appreciate the donation, man. It helps the channel significantly.
Dude, yeah, it really does.
It does, man. Dude, last week I had literally a bidding war on my live on Monday. This past Monday. I had like a bidding war going on. I think you were sitting in on that one. On my last live.
Yeah.
It was crazy. Like, it blows my mind, and I appreciate it so much. It's crazy.
I hit the thumbs down button. Just kidding. No, yeah, it really does go a long way, because, you know, YouTube, especially like chats, I mean, if you go live for 3 hours, nobody's gonna come back and watch this content, not really, unless they're really hardcore fans, and then they'll skip through it, but, anyway, oh, did it die?
No, I just liked yours.
Oh, I appreciate it.
Help it spread.
But yeah, all that stuff helps. So like things like, I have a Patreon too, and it's in the description, so, I mean, I think it's set at like a couple dollars or something a month. If you know, people they can come in there, and I think it does it like every month. It goes like an automatic deal or something like that. But I don't really like publicize it. You can read it, you can do it if you want to, but I'm not gonna sit here and be like, if I'm not gonna talk to you guys unless you're giving me money. That's absolutely not true at all. I mean, if that were true, then I wouldn't be doing this anymore. Super chat. Blower Fun, partial to Whipple. That is from Stupid Fast Truck. You leave awesome comments on all my stuff. Thank you so much for the support. And this is going to go towards that Blower Fun. So, yes, I've been in a bunch of Whipple cars with the 10R80s, and they are awesome. But I'm really honestly just not sure, because that's the interesting thing is like getting to do YouTube. I get to like drive other people's stuff and really experience the different things. But what's up?
Someone's talking about California. Someone said you can straight pipe a Hellcat California. Someone says, surely you just heard Nazi-fornia just made the anti-noise exhaust law even more strict. That's facts.
But everybody wanted me to go twin turbo, and to be honest with you, my car is my daily. So to twin turbo, that Mustang is very involved and it's expensive. Yes, there is the sleeper kit you can get with the base turbos for like $6,000. But I wouldn't do that. I mean, I would buy it for the longevity, so I'd want to upgrade that, and then then it's $10,000 and then higher. Now Whipple is actually really expensive too. You can do stage 1 for I think $65,000 to $7,000 somewhere in there. But a Vortec or ProCharger, centrifugal blower, they're cheap too, and they can make big boy power. But when let's look at like quarter mile racing. You're going to be hovering you're going to launch at about 2,000 RPM or so, and then hammer it, and then you're going to go up to your power band. But then after that, I mean, 10R80 shift up high, so you're going to be in that power band. So they're all going to make power, but like a positive or displacement, like root style blower, is going to feel better on. I tell you what, if it was a stick shift car, yeah, Whipple, period. I would not touch this. Me personally would not touch a stick shift car with a Century blower. That's just me, because they make all the power up top. I would want to see it down low. Super chat, Lex Luthor, boosted car, #SayingLife, $20. Thank you so much. Yes, this $20. It's all going towards Whipple fun, or the supercharger fun. But anyway, so yes, I do want to add some power to the car. We are, for the next 6 to 8 months, I think, going to chase. The thing is, it's just money. At the end of the day, the reason it's not supercharged right now is just because I can't afford it.
Yeah, and that's what I mean, dude. It's super expensive to like do these things, and like everybody on my channel is like being so supportive, and it's like I'm trying to do everything as fast as I can. I've gotten very lucky. We had a sponsor come on for Built Block, so that's on its way. But all the little things is what adds up, man. It's your, the little stuff for fuel system, your wiring, your lines, your vacuum lines, like all the little stuff costs so much money that people don't realize. They just look at the big items that they have to purchase, but they don't take into effect all the little stuff that comes with it.
Yeah, Boosted Addictions, I don't know where he's been.
$4,900 for a built block sent to your door. Yeah, man, it's expensive.
I think Boosted Addictions is probably just working. I think I'm not sure. I don't know.
Yeah, Andrew, good point. Tools to put all that stuff on. Yeah, I've had to build my tool arsenal. I'm sure you have too. Like, all the times, man. Like, every time you do a new thing or get a new part or put it in, like, you're like, well, crap, I need this, like, Torx bit that I don't have, or whatever. So you go out and buy a Torx set, and then, like, the next thing you do, you're like, man, I could really use some ratcheting wrenches because this bolt is impossible. So then you go out and buy a ratcheting wrench set. So, like, as you're modding your car, you're spending money elsewhere too to get the job done, because a lot of people like us just like to work on our own stuff.
When I did the headers on my 18,
Yeah.
it took. No, I'm not the 18.
16.
My 16.
Yeah.
My old. The first time I did
The
headers.
OG.
Yeah, it took me days, and it was mostly because I was coming home from work late. I was still in the Army, and I was getting home at like 7, freaking p.m. at night. And then I would put in a couple of hours, but I would get home and start, and then I would realize I didn't have this tool or this tool, like torch bits,
Yeah.
or something like that.
Like stubby wrenches.
The stubby wrenches you have got to have to get a header installed. Period.
It's required.
Anyway, so it's I get stuck, and I have to go to the store. I come back and get stuck, and it's just back and forth. And like 4 days later, it's like, oh my god, my car is finally done. But when the last header install that I did on Carnage over here, my red Mustang, it was about combined work was about 7 hours.
Yeah, and which you're familiar with it now, so it's it's awesome. But guys, I really appreciate you stopping in with us today and hanging out. It's much appreciated. We will be on our regular schedule for Monday upcoming for Mazdaspeed Mondays. I know that's usually a huge hit every week. If you're new to the channel and just joining this chat from Xander's chat, I really appreciate you coming over. It helps a lot. I hope you enjoy the content. We are cranking out as much as we can. I am fighting the YouTube fight.
This guy is hungrier than I am, and I'm hungry. Okay, I'm always hungry.
Yeah.
But I remember, so in the past month, we've had like a plus of like 5,000 subscribers, because I had that one video that went really big, and it was great.
Yeah.
But it's not, so I'm not gonna like let it go to my head, because I know that it just hit the algorithm and it went, and it's good, but it's not gonna happen all the time. But anyway, not every subscriber comes back and watches every single.
Right.
Because I have people that like attack the video as soon as I publish, like first, second, third, and that's awesome. I mean, they're just sitting there like waiting.
Sauce overload. Thanks for the chat donation, man. I really appreciate it.
Anyway, so what was I getting at? But anyway, so I'm pretty hungry. But this guy over here is almost at 3,000. I remember that because it wasn't that long ago. I was sitting there.
Yeah.
Dude,
when I'm telling you, when I met you midsummer? I met you at that car meet. I think you were at like 2,000 something.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was at like I was at a few hundred. I think. I think I was about to hit 1,000.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, the grind is real, and he does put in a lot of work. And if you guys are just coming in on my side, I'm sitting next to Spooling Performance. His name is also Alex. My name is Alex. This is Alex. And anyway, so definitely go check him out. Spooling Performance. He doesn't have a Mustang, but he has a awesome project car that he's working on. It's something that is one of a kind, truly. And I definitely would encourage you to go at least search him up, check him out, and if it's something that you're into, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, and all that. Because he posts like regularly, like I do. Xander Stephanie said a sleeve for your turbo. Well, I don't know what turbo, but I guess done. Yeah, if she wants, well, wait a minute, it depends, because sleeves get expensive. If you guys don't know, I'm like covered. I mean, like, living proof. Yeah, I'm gonna take this off and get cold now.
Oh, great.
Oh, I can't, I'm not wearing a
And
shirt.
it's super chat for every limb that Xander uncovers.
So, like this guy here, like HK, I get comments on this a lot. I used to play paintball, and like HK was a big deal. Still is, I guess. But I used to play like tournament paintball, and I was really big into it. I played for the U.S. Army All-Stars, which was like supposed to be this Army team when I was in Korea, and then anyway, they kind of maybe still are a thing. It doesn't matter. And then I've got tattoos here. I got some on my legs. I like tattoos, but I haven't had one in a long time. But Stephanie wants like all this, and we're talking like $2 grand worth of work. And I'm over here like, that's $2 grand of car parts. So what do we do?
Yeah.
But anyway.
Tattoos get expensive, man.
Yeah.
But Street Slayer said, I have 7 subscribers, so I envy you. Oh, yeah. Hey man, you start somewhere. We're all there at once. You know, I'm not big by any means. I mean, Andrew Lavender has, you know, coming up on 4K, I think. What's up, chicken legs? Jeremy, I haven't talked to you in forever, man. You don't even lift anymore. You have no room to talk.
I haven't lifted weights in a long time. I'll tell you this.
Yeah, enough money for one hobby. Dude, I mean, it's so enjoyable though, like, dude, building your own car, it's so satisfying because you get to see every little bit of progress, and like, you get to enjoy it at the end and say, dude, I freaking made this happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I put the work in to do this.
You know what's cool about YouTube though? Is you guys make this happen.
Yeah, for real.
Like, seriously, thanks. And then also one thing I'm tempted to make a video on this, is working on cars therapeutic to those with like,
Yes.
maybe especially when it comes to like, you know, your veterans or active military, post-traumatic stress, combat stress, just normal work stress, and maybe, and also in the civilian world, maybe you're home and, you know, your life ain't so good, or you're in a spot or something like that. And you just go out there and you wash your car. It's therapeutic. It's, I can take my mind off of all the crap that's going on inside, and I can focus 100% of my energy, or as much as I want to,
Yep.
or as much as I can, into what I'm doing right there. And that is one of the reasons why I love to turn wrenches. That's one of the reasons, like, I like when Gabe came over here and he's like, hey, will you help me do my springs? And I'm like, yeah, man, you know, back into the garage, let's do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he didn't pay me nothing. You know, it's just, I got content out of it, which was great. That video was, he did CJ Pony Park Springs. It did like 3,000 views. You're talking like $15. Okay, maybe,
Yeah.
depending on the ad rate, it could have been $10 for you know, 3 or 4 hours of work. I mean, that's bad, but for me it was fun. It's me being involved with the vehicle, getting to put my hands on it, turn wrenches. Yes, it gets aggravating, but that's therapeutic, and I think that I love it.
Yeah, I think, you know, I try to tell that to, like, a lot of veterans and stuff like that, or, you know, people that I know that are in the military too. Like, you just need an outlet. You know, I just recently had, like, two people I know that just, you know, lost their life to, like, the demons, man. Like, just lost their life to suicide, and there's just so much stuff you can do to prevent it.
3rd Brigade just happened to.
Yeah, that was us. That was one guy that was in my company when I was deployed,
Yeah,
and
First Sergeant King.
King.
Yeah, he was knew well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was a sergeant major at 15 years.
Yeah, I read that, and we're talking about combat stress and suicide. I'm gonna tell you, if you're watching and you're a veteran, or if you have, it doesn't matter if you're a veteran. If you have stress and you're thinking about some shit like that, you need to. It doesn't matter if you're in the military or civilian. It doesn't fucking matter. Go talk to somebody, because your life matters. It does.
Pick up the phone, man.
Pick up the phone is too easy, and it, you know, just.
No matter how bad it is.
What is the worst that is going to happen? you're not going to hear what you want to hear, and then you're going to just go and you're going to do it anyway. Just give it a chance. Talk to somebody.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I've had plenty of friends that never made it back home. There's shit that keeps me up at night. I don't bring any of that stuff to the channel. I mean, I was combat arms. I went to the height of the war in Iraq in 0506. 0506, 0809, I did 2012 to 13 in Afghanistan, and then I did 2015 in Afghanistan. 2012 and 13 Afghanistan for me was fucking nuts. When I was there, Cops Ormont took one of the biggest known vehicle-borne IEDs to date in that country, and without those of you that know me, without us going into like war stuff, I literally thought that 30 of my friends were just gone. We saw it in the P-10 blip. I was doing counterfire stuff over here, and then it whatever.
But anyway, it's therapeutic. Even if you are not military and you're having stress in your life, something like that, and like if you're into cars, you're into whatever, like find that niche and just go with it. It's tough, man. I've lost probably since this deployment, I've lost, including the guys on deployment, I've probably lost like 10 to 15 people in the last like year and a half. So it sucks.
Looks like the chat's finally starting to
Pick up.
To pick up.
You've been on here.
But when I go with Vortec, Vortec, Pro Charger, Paxton. Well, okay, so Vortec is Paxton. They're the same company. Yeah, pretty much. But anyway, but centrifugal blowers, and I think it's just really just the name that's different. Now, here's something I do like is now when it comes to like Pro Charger, I think the Vortec has a better intercooler. Now they are mounted differently. So the Pro Chargers sit on the crank. Yeah, the Pro Chargers sit on the crank, and so therefore it's putting possibly more stress on the crank, right? But the advantage is you have two belts. So if you break a belt, lose a belt or anything like that, you can limp the car home theoretically. But with the Vortec, you're done because it's off, and then it's just got that one belt. Now, but I think the Vortec is definitely cheaper too. I think it's like the best bang for the buck. Now, they just also introduced their heritage stuff here not too long ago, which has straight cut gears, which is kind of like the old Pro Chargers, I guess, sounded. And it's that real, like, it sounds like a jet fighter taking off, and when it's just like idling. And I like that. I think that it would be cool. Before I did the headers, I was like, I don't know if I wanted a loud blower like that. But now we have headers and a loud exhaust, so why not? Let's let the world hear this car. And I'm gonna tell you, you can hear this thing from like a half mile away. It's pretty significant. What's up?
So your blower, my sleep, the only way you're getting.
Blower to sleep, yeah, but you didn't hear what I talked about in the
Oh, I did.
you're talking about $2,000 worth of work.
Yeah, and you're talking about a $5,000 blower.
We also need to buy a project car.
Yes.
Oh, you said yes.
I already told you we could get a project car.
Done. We're just saving up for that. There's your super chat money right there. It's going towards the project car.
I already told you we can get that.
We got to figure out how to do it. But the idea with that is that we are trying to find an early 90s Mustang, and then I want it clean though, but I mean, running or not, I don't want to deal with like rust. But those things, those older Mustangs are so cheap to fix up, and then she can drive it too.
Oh, super chat. Just sub to your channel. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Welcome.
Yeah,
That's one of yours?
yeah, he's good.
Appreciate it. I hope you enjoy the content, man. We're constantly cranking videos out, so get caught up on the build series that we got going on right now, and I hope you enjoy. That's all I can say. Thank you again for the donation. They're very much appreciated.
That's what pants are for. Those are I'm reading through some of the comments. I've just been chatting away. Nice sleever blower.
I got a question for you guys. For the RX-8, I need to come up with a color scheme for like engine bay / like engine parts, stuff like that. I want to paint the subframe. I want to powder coat the subframe to match that theme, and I want to do, what does it say? 13B roof swap for the RX-8. Rotary racing. The RX-8 will not be getting a 13B roo swap. I will tell you that the more this channel grows, and you know, the bigger the channel gets, I do really want to bring on a RX-7, FD RX-7, because I've always loved those things, and you know, that'd be a really fun platform to mess around with. But
thank you so much if you're coming and you're subscribing for the first time. There is a lot. And ask these guys in the chat, there's a lot of cool stuff, a lot of cool content. And I definitely encourage you to go binge watch all of it.
yeah, because there is a lot.
Yeah.
But hey, let's loving the MSA build so far. The Buffalo snowstorm is missing you, man. Hey, I'll be back up there soon. So I'll be up there for sure. Black firewall. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking, I don't know what I want to go with. I don't want to paint the engine any kind of dark color because I want to be able to see oil or coolant leaks coming from anywhere. I'll probably stick to like maybe like a powdered coated like aluminum look for the block, and I really want to do like something cool for the valve cover, the intake manifold, intercooler piping, stuff like that. And then I also want to do the subframe a different color than the body because, or a different color than the engine bay because I want it to match like some of the parts of the engine. A lot of people have been saying like that illusion purple or whatever it is. You know, I just want it to pop and I want it to look good. You guys know me from my old build or my previous builds. I am a freak when it comes to the way things look. I am very, very particular in the way things appear, and you know, I don't do anything sloppy. And my previous builds will speak for it in themselves. My engine bay in my car right now in the Camaro is probably cleaner than most people's actual outside of their car, and that is no joke. Every time I wash my car, I go underneath the hood, way down deep behind the headers and all that stuff, and wipe down every painted surface that's in there, just because it's my OCD when it comes to the car, knowing that everything's perfectly good and clean and ready to go.
Yep.
Purple. That illusion purple looks badass, and I think the subframe with having the front end of the RX-8 cut out and tubed in, I think being able to see that subframe like straight through, like having it like a color that matches the rest of the stuff, it kind of pops from the outside because you can kind of see it, and then you open the hood and there's matching parts. I think it'd be pretty sweet. Guys, the engine should be on the way very soon. They are getting it ready for shipment at the end of this week, so we should be seeing it very, very soon. And you guys should be seeing the car very soon. Choice of tuner, we're going with FREEKTUNE, and Justin at FREEKTUNE is my boy, and I wouldn't let anybody else touch my car because I have so much trust in him. He has pioneered his way through the platform. There are a lot of good tuners out there, don't get me wrong, but I just specifically choose Justin because A, he's a mastermind when it comes to this platform, and B, he's very honest. He'll tell you what to do, what not to do. He's very involved in your tuning process. You know, he's not about the money. He's really about the platform. And you know, I wouldn't go to anybody else. The MS-8 will literally be going to FREEKTUNE's shop and getting tuned on the spot with him. Fawn's Campus Engine Bay is pure. The purple makes it. Yeah, man, I just want to do something that pops really good. My nephew, Dom, up in you know, his car is going to be on the channel, you know, full time. He'll be on the channel full time with us. So it'll be really cool. All right, exhaust. It's going hood exit for sure. The turbo is going to be placed in the vicinity of the passenger side headlight, so that should be pretty cool. So like I said, Jimmy at DTP Fabworks is making the manifold custom. Go check him out. He's got a lot of great skills. Is it going to be a full drag car or street car? It's mostly going to be a drag car, but I will be able to drive it on the street if need be for testing and for cruises and stuff like that. Some classes or some races they do at the track require you to be able to drive, you know, a 30-mile loop and then race afterwards. I'd like to participate in those. So it does have lights and it does have a title. It's able to be registered and all that stuff. So it will be streetable. But it's not going to be a car that is on the street very often. Maybe to go hooning around a little bit, but that's about it. When you come back to Buffalo, we need to have a huge Mazda meet. The scene here is so scarce, and I definitely want to see MS-8 in action. Absolutely, that will definitely happen. That Bosnian, I don't know who you are, but you will definitely see us up there. We're kind of going to make a big presence up there. The goal for ET is, my end goal ET is 8-second pass. With as light as the car is going to be, with all the weight savings we've been doing and putting this car on a heavy diet, 2,000 pounds is my goal without being it. 2,000 pound weight of the car without being it, and about over 700 wheel horsepower. I just want to be over that mark.
It's a big go-kart.
Yeah, it is a giant go-kart. And yeah, so power to weight ratio with an automatic trans that's ready to go, it's going to take off. So with a calculator, the drag racing calculator, it should technically run an 8. You know, I'd be glad to just get it running and make an A to B pass this year, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a long way to go. But you know, it's a turbo 400 trans that's going to have a custom bell housing made from QuickTime to make up to the MZR motor, and it'll have a trans brake, manual shift kit, all that good stuff on it. But definitely check out the other videos if you have seen, if you haven't seen them.
Yeah, I just, they're all talking to each other right
Yeah,
now.
I mean, that happens. Can I make it look like the Batmobile? Not even kidding.
Yeah. Oh, it was supposed to be, you guys are just chatting away. It's supposed to be, the whole getting to know us thing. This is our real first live, like, I mean, we did it a couple of times in Detroit, but, this is in my garage. This will get better. This is something that I would like to start doing more often. Not necessarily every week or anything like that, but you know, just on occasion. I think it's awesome. We come in here and you know, we chat with all you guys, and
yeah, I started doing the live chat every Monday with my viewers.
are you doing it every week now?
Yeah, it's every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That would probably be better if I did some kind of a schedule. That way people know.
People know, and that's why there hasn't been many people online watching right now, just because it's kind of out of the blue. But
yeah.
the Mondays are awesome because I get a lot of people from the community in there and chatting away, you know. And I basically make topics every week, and I hit major topics. You know, last week I think it was, you know, things you should do to prepare for tuning and stuff like that. So I hit on these things, and then it's opened up forum for the community to go back and forth. Hey, what should I run on this, or what part do you recommend for this?
It's good too because you don't really have to edit.
No, you don't have to edit.
You don't have to
And that's the beautiful thing. When you're done, you just click post to YouTube, and it's uploaded, and everybody that missed it can watch it.
It's relaxed. It's a very open environment. You know, like I can stumble my words and you know I act like an idiot, and it's live.
Yeah.
You're seeing it right then and there. But it's definitely pretty easy to do this.
It is.
And, you know, that might be something interesting for a lot of. Well, you can't. If you're brand new to YouTube, you have to have X amount of. Yeah, I don't even know if you have to be monetized. I don't know if you have to be monetized to go live. But you can't just like start a YouTube channel and then go live. But I think that a lot of people probably should go live more often because it's really easy, and then you can just talk. And then it's easier for everybody. It's easier to interact because you might watch a video and have a lot of questions.
Oh yeah.
But I think going live too is good because you might post a few videos in a month, and then there's still those questions, and maybe you can't get every comment, and it's just easier when we talk. It's just a conversation.
That Bosnian, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I love it when you guys do that. It makes me feel really good. All this money, goes towards the build 100%. You know, last month's YouTube check went straight to I think it went to shipping for the motor. So that's awesome. I really appreciate it, guys. Bell, what's up, man? The super chats are awesome. I love it. Makes me feel pretty good that you guys are, wanting to support the channel in that way. It's a good feeling.
Yeah, it's nice. It's a nice little tip.
The rotary racing, if you're still on here, I've had a lot of rotary guys come on the channel and get in the comments that are actually okay with the swap that I'm doing. I'm having actual purists come in and like what we're doing because we are sticking with a Mazda platform, and a lot of them have. There's an argument that there should have been like a Mazdaspeed, like an MZR Rx-8, but I just kind of wanted to see out the build. I had an idea, and no, and I'm not saying you don't like it. It kind of came to my head when I was thinking about it. But it's pretty cool to have some of the purists on the channel, kind of liking the way we're going with it. It's pretty cool. It just kind of reaches out and shows you how unique the build actually is.
American Muscle Show. I don't know. I'll have to look and see what the day. Meech, $9.99. Thank you so much. It says only sending a super chat because Spooling supporters are sending them. LOL, can't leave Xander hanging like that. I do appreciate it. Thank you for the love. I think it's awesome. Yeah, American Muscle Show. I have to look up the dates and see. So this is the thing. So I actually have one car, and that's the one that we bought. So, and then my wife works, so it does make things difficult. It's not even hot anymore, or cold anymore. It does make things difficult, so that's one of the reasons why we're thinking about doing like a project car, and that all may come before a supercharger. So, some people are blessed with great, awesome jobs, and then, but I have a great, awesome job too, and it's this. But we're taking things step by step, and then, anyway, so we have to figure out what to do with her, because she has to work, and then, I will be going to work because that's what we're doing. We're going up there to film and hang out, and she gets jealous. And she's going to come in here in a second, and she's going to hear me say this, and she's going to be like, really? You said that? Just watch. She's going to go over there, really? No, but I don't think, no, Stephanie, I don't think you're jealous. I'm just giving you a hard time. But there are certain things that we have to it's tough because it's way up there in Pennsylvania, I believe, and but I know the CJ Pony Parts, I think, is up there too, and
There's a lot of YouTubers in Pennsylvania.
I need to move up north.
Come up with me, man. I'm going to Buffalo.
Yeah.
It's really cold and a lot of snow, but
Well,
it's fun.
New York. The cost of living up there is going to be crazy.
It's just the taxes.
Yeah, like where Steinmud lives in New Jersey. Like his area, his little neck of the woods is like really, it's nice. It doesn't look
Is
like...
he in central Jersey?
I think he's southern.
Southern Jersey?
He might be watching, and I might be wrong, but anyway, there is all those big YouTubers. They all live up there, and it's nice here because we do have like control of our little neck of the woods. You know what I mean? But that, and they have to battle the winters up there and all of that. So
Yeah, it's I've been kind of thinking about that. I have a plan.
Carlisle's up there.
Yeah, Carlisle, Pennsylvania is pretty awesome. They have Carlisle every year.
But, so you're talking about 3 or 4 events all up there in that same area. I just need basically to find a roommate up there and just pay you like some rent, and then just let me come and go, and then I'll have 2 houses. You know,
Yeah.
We'll just do that. But
Dude, honestly,
driving the car back and forth, you talking about?
yeah, it's
thousands
a
of
lot.
miles.
It's a lot, and you know, like that's why I'm excited to move up there. Is because everywhere in Pennsylvania is the max I would be driving is like 5-6 hours, and that's to like the deepest part of Pennsylvania. But Pennsylvania is realistically only like an hour and a half from where I'm at. Rotary racing. Yeah, I love the 2.3. It's definitely the LS1 at 4 cylinders. You can buy one from a junkyard and throw everything at it. Yeah, it's great, man. Cast iron on cast iron grind takes all the boost. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, guys, I'm super excited for the build, and every time something new happens and stuff like that, you guys are the first ones to find out. Just like the unboxing of the subframe, I literally came home and pulled my stuff out to film and brought it off the front porch and started unboxing it with you guys. Like I don't skip a beat. You guys are in on the newest updates all the time, because I do this for you guys and myself, obviously. But I got a lot of people that are waiting on this build to happen. In due time, there's a lot of stuff coming, and a lot of stuff in the works, but like everything else, it takes money. So by you guys watching the videos, liking them, commenting on them, sharing them to your local car group, pages, or whatever it may be, helps a ton. It helps a ton.
It does.
Oh, yeah, Bell, dude. D, I appreciate you dropping off that head. It is in great shape, man. That's gonna be the head that I drop off to the machine shop and get built. It looks great. I have another cylinder head that I got from a subscriber, and that will be used as a parts head for when it goes to the machine shop, and if it needs, a couple valves or whatnot, we'll use it as like a parts head, and then we'll eventually build that one for a spare, as well as a spare block once we get to that point. But yeah, thank you again for the cylinder head, man. I really appreciate it. That was super nice of you. Money is the biggest enemy. It is, man, but I mean, if you do things the right way and you kind of have a plan, you can really make stuff happen in a much quicker sense. I've been super fortunate. I would not be going in the direction I am now without Speed Performance up in New Jersey. They reached out to me.
You need some money?
Hey, man, you got $1? Wow, thanks, man. Speed Performance up in New Jersey reached out to me. I actually called them to just see if they had a short block sitting around that just needed to be rebuilt that I could buy off of them. And a 30-minute phone call turned into them sponsoring the channel and building me a full short block from pan to to the beefed up head studs that they make. So
sponsors go a long way. We haven't even talked about that. So I've got 3 major sponsors right now. JLT behind us, and then we have Corsa, who's new, and excuse me. I've actually been talking to them almost every other day. I'm just establishing that relationship, and then we got JLT, and then with BMR. BMR is massive, and it's still not it's not free. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
well, I'll be honest with you, the headers are free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
My engine was completely free.
but the thing is, like, it's not free because I have to make content with it, but it is who I chose to go with, and they saw the channel and the direction it was going, and they took interest in it. So, you know, just getting free stuff is not, that's the only thing that I've ever got free. I can't believe it.
A lot of times it's like, hey man, like, we're on this sponsorship thing and we'll give you like 20% off your purchases, or
Right.
30 or 40 or whatever. Most of the time you're never gonna get like a, you know, I shouldn't say never, but you're not usually gonna get a full 100% ride from somebody. And, you know, if it does happen, you know, it's a blessing. And let's talk about the biggest sponsors is the fans.
It really
The guys watching the channels, like, you guys are the biggest sponsors.
Like
because-
I said, this stuff wouldn't happen without every single individual.
Yeah, it comes down to this,
one.
like, the individual person.
Yeah, just like the individual that subscribes, and then sometimes they unsubscribe, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I do?
Yeah.
I mean, I seriously, like, implode on myself, and I'm like, what have I done when I lose a quad?
It's like losing a child.
And it's because I literally, I've met a bunch of you, but I've got almost 16,000 people watching me right now, or that have committed to hitting the subscribe button. And that is significant. That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people,
That's
dude.
a lot of damn. Almost 3,000 people is a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yeah. That's
That are choosing to just, like, come watch you do your thing. You know what I mean? And it's crazy because, like,
3,000 is like a small brigade, man.
dude, that's great. You think about it in, like, retrospect, like, that is a lot of people that want to, like, come watch you. And that's why I try so hard, or we try so hard as YouTubers to, like, try to make, you know, the best content we can to keep you guys around and keep you guys, Cosmos Wheels once offered me a sponsorship in exchange for photos, advertisement. Go ahead.
Before I forget, I've got one from, not a super chat, but Jim Flynn, you're asking about MSRP on the bullet, and how much over MSRP is too much. Tough, because the bullet is a specialty car, I guess, but I wouldn't pay a dime over MSRP personally. Now, me personally, I don't think I'd pay. I don't know that I'd buy anything for over MSRP, because unless I knew I was going to keep it forever and ever, then maybe. But nobody does. Like, honestly, buying cars is stupid. But most people do it because they bust mileage and can't lease. Like, I used to sell cars. Leasing is always a better option if you can stay under that mileage. Because even if you're buying the car, guess what? You own your car? Nope, the bank does. And the same way with leasing. And leasing, you get a better payment, and at the end of the lease,
You got an option.
you have 3 options.
Yep.
Basically, you can toss the keys to them, I'm done in the contract. You can take your actual cash value and you can trade it in and roll it onto another lease or buy. You know, so there's other options are out there for a lease. I sold cars when I got out of the Army. A lot of people may not actually know this, for about 6 months, and I was balling. Like, I had no sales experience, and my first week, I think I sold 7. And I was a brand new guy, didn't know anything about selling. And I mostly just talked. If you could make a friend, you could sell a car, period. But a lot of guys want to, anybody can, I hated buying cars. You go up and you talk to a salesperson, and you're like, hey, will you tell me about this? And they're like,
It's got these wheels.
look, it's black, it's red. You know, it's like,
They don't really know what they're talking
no,
about.
but if you go out there and be like, hey, look, it's got this liter engine, it's got this many, it's gonna hold this, it does this gas valve. I mean, you go down into like further specs, like this is the range, you know, especially like things like electronic vehicles.
Yeah.
Or hybrids or something like that.
Miles per
If
gallon.
you know your product and you memorize it and you can translate that intelligently to somebody in a friendly manner, you could sell the shit out of the car.
Oh yeah.
And you can sell it for whatever you want. So I mean, you can't go over MSRP, that's illegal. But you know, I mostly sold new. The money you're gonna make a lot more money selling used.
Yes.
But
My whole family's in the car business, so
Yeah,
it's
but
like
I
Jesus where it's at.
yeah, I quit doing that because I had no life. No life.
9 to 9s, bud.
Yeah, 6 days out of the week. It was, no, I had one day off, but I would usually go work that day off because somebody would, I had an appointment.
Closing on a car, it was
Right.
paperwork or whatever.
But anyway, I don't, where was it talking about? Why did that go to that?
I don't know anymore.
I have no idea.
What is life?
What is life? Somebody let me know in the comments where we were going with that. Oh, man.
Losing our dang minds. Guys, we're going on 2 hours and 15 minutes on this live chat.
What?
Yeah.
We
Pretty
can wrap,
insane.
yeah, we can wrap it up. Street Slayer, $2. Because I got one subscriber from this. Street Slayers, go check him out. He is getting started. He was the one that I was talking about that kind of gave me these weird comments. And I was like, does this guy hate me or does he like me or does he what? and then once, here's the thing. So we talked about all these subscribers, but memory, right? So whenever I post a video, I am really starting to memorize certain channel names. So and it's mostly a lot of these guys are in this chat right now. And then that way, and then over time you start to develop an internet relationship, maybe, if you will, with some of these guys, and you can kind of feel them out or whatever. Like I'm pretty sure that like TU hated me in the beginning. I don't know, maybe that's true or not, but I think he's kind of warmed up to me a little bit. Maybe it's because I turned my own wrenches. But there's some out there. I get that I do have that advantage. It's just mostly because I don't want to. I like doing things my own, and you can save money doing it that way. But developing a relationship with some of these guys. But anyway, over time I found out what this guy was all about, and then I got to meet him in person, and it was cool. So definitely go check out Street Slayers. He's got a channel, and he's got some cool stuff. But he's getting started, and just remember, when everybody gets started, you're not going to be professional. And I'm very, 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 very far from that. Right now, I am just a car nerd holding a camera, trying to figure things out. And then you guys are certainly helping me along the way. But yeah, it's cool to be able to establish
Just kind of like a
friendships, if you will.
Yeah.
With everybody out there, and then because a lot of people come and they go, but there's like a lot of other YouTubers, like Speed Addict 731. Okay, hung out with him a few times. We filmed together. He's been on my channel. I've been on his. He's a good dude. He's got 2017. It's California special. It's got it supercharged on it. He's got a really sweet build. But his channel is growing too. And just people like you develop. That's just the cool thing. You get to travel the world maybe, but especially the country, and just hang out with car people.
Absolutely, that's the best part of it, man.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Let me see. There is. Remember when we before we're probably gonna wrap this up. I'm good if you're good.
Yeah. I
But
think we've been on here
a
about
long time.
2 hours and 20 minutes.
I don't even know how many people are still in here.
You got a lot there still.
Anyway, but held on to all you guys long enough, and we're gonna start doing this a lot more. But super chats, thank you all so very much. Definitely is going to go into the car in some way and bring you guys content, because we didn't even talk about really the cost of content, but well, kind of. I mean, you might spend $500 to go film something, plane tickets or gas, food, and everything else.
Exactly.
And you make $20 off of it.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that's
Yeah,
worth it though, 'cause when you make connections, you make friends, you have a good time. It's all
memories.
Yeah, it's all about the memories. It's all about the experience. It's all about just living your life, and that's the best thing. I appreciate all the Xander viewers that have come over to check the channel out. I would love it if you guys would come stop by, check it out, give the channel a try. If you don't like it, spit it out, forget about it, and that's what it is.
Give him a shot. Give him an episode or two, and just watch his content, because he will turn his wrenches just the same way that I do. He's a gearhead, so we got to support each other. But continue.
Oh, no, I mean, it is what it is, man. Thanks for the support, as always. Mazdaspeed Mondays, and just regular, you know, we call it Mazdaspeed Mondays just because it's got a ring to it, but we do talk about a lot of just regular car stuff on there every Monday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. We go live and just kind of talk about it, but we have a lot of stuff coming for the build that we're doing now. And the videos are just going to keep coming. Once we get the car back in our hands, it'll be hot and heavy again. It's been gone for a couple weeks at the Fabricators. Got a lot of parts coming, a lot of stuff happening. I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thanks to Xander over here for having me over to kind of BS and just have some good old garage talk.
Yeah, we'll figure out Wi-Fi.
Yeah, but
Let's see yours about right now.
yeah, but for all my viewers, thank you very much. You know, we'll see you on the next episode. If you haven't seen the latest ones, go check them out while you're waiting for the new ones to come out. And yeah, we'll see you later.
I'll see you guys later. Definitely check the channel back. This next month for February, it might be light, and I'm gonna try to not let that happen. But just so you guys know, that it might be light on content a little bit. Super chat, Matthew. They were like $19.99. Be easy. Thank you so much for the super chat. That's you guys. Thank you so much. It's awesome. Anyway, but all that money is literally going to the channel. It's going to develop content, and I'm waiting on